Fish, you might be in a position, strangely, on Tuesday to control who your first-round opponent is, whether you win or you lose. Does that change the way you play the game at all?
I don't think you go into the game trying to, especially lose, in order to control who you play. Like I said, the three teams that are in position, I guess, to be at 8, between Utah and Dallas and New Orleans. I don't think there's an easier way to go. I just think that you have to line up against who you line up against and get the job done. And even though record-wise it seems like the West, the gap is bigger than it was last year, I don't think the competition in the first round will necessarily be easier than what we've had in the past.
Fish, any concern with your shot in the last few games, or you think it's just a factor of not playing as many minutes?
It's a combination of limited rotation in terms of game time, and we haven't practiced much. It's been I think a couple weeks for me at least. I think we had a good practice on the road on that trip. But it's a combination of those things, so I'm not, stressed about it. I'm probably frustrated in terms of, just the way I like to be, you know what I mean? But I'm keeping in mind the bigger picture of being healthy and fresh going into the postseason, and, respecting what my coach is trying to do in terms of our team. So if personally I have to kind of take some lumps in order for us to get where we need to be, I'm comfortable with it.
Sacrifice steps now for later, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's, for me, I don't think there's any any concern over whether I averaged 11 points a game or 10 points a game or 9 points a game or whatever. It has no bearing for me. The great equalizer, the great resume builders are winning championships, so I would love to do that. And then last time I checked on my 3 rings, there's nothing on there about field goal percentage at all. So
doesn't mention that you went 2 for 9.
Nah, it doesn't mention those things at all.